All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Shamwal Kassad back again for another Tuesday night class. And as you see from the topic, it's another Candid Talks. Continuation of last week, plus some other topics. As you guys get settled in, please hit the like button, like and share the stream. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel, Lines of Israel NYC, and subscribe to our other channels, Lines of Israel Class, Lines of Israel Detroit, Lines of Israel New Jersey, Lines of Israel Colorado. Maccabees TV. Subscribe to all our channels if you want to stay in tune with the classes and the content that this camp is doing. So without further ado, Shalom Israel, your brother Shalom Kassad, giving all thanks to the Most High Yahweh, Hashem HaMashiach Yahushai. Today is Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. And right now, just want to go through our class again. Go through the same topic that we did last week, which is to, enduring in the faith. You know what I'm saying? In this faith comes troubles, comes problems, comes drama, comes beefs, comes, what else? Let me see, troubles, dramas, beefs, scandals, corruption, you know what I'm saying? And the everyday problems of life, and listen, throughout all these things, you must endure. You know what I'm saying? You have to endure in this faith. You know what I'm saying? You can't be weak-hearted. You can't be lily-livered. You know what I'm saying? You can't be soft in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite, you call yourself be a part of this thing of ours, you have to be steadfast. You have to be stern. You have to be, you pretty much have to be stoic in this way of ours. So I could, you know what I'm saying? You pretty much have to be stoic, and strong in this thing of ours. So with that being said, we're gonna start our first scripture, which is Slakia on page. First scripture, Colossians 3:17. Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed. Wait, hold up. I'm not sharing this. Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord HaMashiach Yahushai, and give it thanks to the Father and give thanks unto the Most High and the Father by Him. So yeah, anything that we do in this walk, um, you know, eh, do all our actions we must do, you know, to glorify and to uplift Hamashiach Yahushai. You know, and that's in our everyday life, our everyday walk, our everyday comings and goings. You know what I'm saying? It must be done to the upliftment of Hamashiach Yahushua, to glorify the Most High, through our life. Because like what the priest said to us, that listen, sometimes the only testament that our people may see is how we live. And if they see that we live in crooked and we doing wickedness and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? That's going to turn people off. You know what I'm saying? So let me read that again. Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai. Give it thanks to the Father. Give me thanks to the God and the Father by Him. So yeah, that's how we're supposed to live our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like it. You know what I'm saying? So like, listen, in this faith, you got to learn how to conduct yourself. You got to learn how to be steadfast. To to whatever you see going on that might be negative, that might be discouraging, you have to, to not let it get to you, to not let it get to you, to brush it off and to keep going, to keep going, you know? So that's something we have to keep in mind. Uh, let's go through the next scripture. What is it? Sorry. It's pretty much some just the same scriptures as last week, but with some new scriptures added in as well. So let's do Matthew 13:1. We go on the Gospels, Matthew 13:1. And the same day and the same day went Yahushua at the house, and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and some fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell on stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of the earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, because they had no root. They withered away. Some fell among thorns, and thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some an hundredfold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. He who hath ears, let him hear. Verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom, but unto them it is not given. For whosoever, so whatsoever to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not, it shall be taken away, even that which he hath. Let me jump down to verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men had desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When one heareth the word of the kingdom, which understandeth not, then come the wicked one and catches away that which is sown in his heart, that he receiveth the seed by the wayside. So yeah, so for the people who receive seed by the wayside, it's the people, the people that hear the word and they don't really truly understand it, but someone coming and snatches away the seed, snatch away what was sown in his heart. You see that all the time, that people come into the faith, you know, um, people come into the faith, learn about the Most High, but their friends and family, turn try to clown and ridicule them. Oh, you really with that Hebrew Israelite stuff? That sort of thing. You know, you have a lot of that in this faith. People getting clowned, getting ridiculed. Oh, he one of them black Hebrew Israelites. And people, the people who wasn't fully rooted, you know what I'm saying, or the root haven't even begun to set in yet. You know what I'm saying? They lose faith and they ready out the truth. You know what I'm saying? Before any root could take. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You see that happen a lot in this faith. Verse 19. No, Salakia. Verse 20. But he that receiveth seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and will not with joy receive it. Yet he had not root in him, and endureth for a while. And when tribulation and persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. You know what I'm saying? So listen, again, like I said last week, you got the whole thing with the shooting, the Jersey City shooting. You know what I'm saying? Where the guy that did the shooting was supposed to that the media claims that he was a Hebrew Israelite, and then after the Israelite community put pressure on them, like, hey, we don't know this dude. You know what I'm saying? They walked it back a little and be like, well, you know, he wasn't a Hebrew Israelite per se, but he might have been learning from them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they spend it. They didn't walk it all the way back, but that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to brother Yeshai Allah, that he actually said, like, yo, that his whole camp got pressed by that. Like, you know what I'm saying? His whole camp got pressed by that. Pressed meaning like his whole camp got questioned by that. You know what I'm saying? By the police, by the authorities. To be like, hey, this guy, was he a part of y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have somebody that might have gotten questioned, that might be weak hearted. You know what I'm saying? Fearful, thinking that that they're about to blame the Israelites, and be offended and leave. You have a lot of that in the faith. A lot of that in the faith. You know what I'm saying? Like the least scandal, folks is running towards the door. You know what I'm saying? Which goes to my first lesson from my first point from last week. In this faith as an Israelite, just know that tough times are coming your way. It's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get more into that. Let's keep reading. Okay. Verse 22. He that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he become unfruitful. So yeah, so for people like that, they hear the word, they receive the word, but the kids of this world, try to get money, try to be rich, try to become wealthy, you know, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's like once you come into the faith, the for many of us, the most High have it where we pretty much have our daily bread. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be for many Israelites. It's not going to be a case where you're going to be living high on the hog. You know what I'm saying? If you're living right, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. If you're living right, if you're moving like right, you're not going to be living high on the hog. You're not going to be balling. But many of us, the Most High will give us our daily bread. You know what I'm saying? And the folks who trying to, you know, uh, try to become wealthy and stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but like, what Yahweh Shah said, you can't serve God and money and mammon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't have two masters. So it's like, I mean, sure, you got to work and provide and to take care of yourself and your family. But if it's like, you try to put your all in all, so y'all could be wealthy, guess what? Your faith in the ministry is gonna suffer. It's gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you put the ministry and the ministry first, put the Most High first. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be like quote unquote a high value man, that's gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this a lot of folks, especially brothers, they come in. You know what I'm saying? They get hit with everything with the kitchen sink. They're not balling out of control, and and the struggles of life. They can't take it and they run. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world and deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. But he that receiveth seed in the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth fruit and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, some 60, and some 30. You know what I'm saying? So for those that are receiving the good ground, they understand the word, they bear fruit, and they bring forth fruit. You know what I'm saying? But which goes back to my first lesson from last week, my first point from last week. In this paper as an Israelite, just know that tough times are coming your way. It's guaranteed. It is guaranteed. Nothing's gonna be easy in this life, especially in this faith. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're going to point number two. There will be moments in life where you be discouraged in the drama and strife that may be going on in the Israelite community. Remain steadfast. So I can read that again. There will be moments where you be discouraged due to the drama and strife that may be going on in the Israelite community. Remain steadfast. Again, like I shared last week, you had the whole situation with Anton Dodson. You know what I'm saying? The hide your wife, hide your kids guy. You know what I'm saying? Dude, and hey, he was in. At first, he was, you know what I'm saying? But he heard the word, he repented, he came into the faith. You know what I'm saying? Changed his ways, he allowed the word to work through him. He allowed the word and the spirit of the Most High to work through him. He changed his life, got a rib, he had a son. He had a child. But the thing is, the whole he was with a certain congregation, and the fact that the whole this congregation don't like that one don't like this one, and this one don't like nobody else that ain't them. All that pretty much turned him off, and he pretty much kind of like backed off and backed away from the community. So and listen, you got a lot of people that like that. You know. So like even with that, listen. But see, at least to my understanding, he's still in the faith, rocking out. He just kind of like fell back. You know what I'm saying? But there's others who hear it and just pretty much just chuck the deuces and left the faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you cannot do that. You cannot be discouraged. You cannot be discouraged. Camp doing, certain this camp doing a 15-part series and expose on that camp and da da da. Listen, man, you can't you can't allow that to discourage you. Just can't doing videos getting on that one. That one do videos will get on that one. You can't allow that shit to discourage you. You must remain steadfast. You must remain steadfast. And the scriptures, it's like taking my notes. Proverbs 24 and verse 10. Slock, if you just joined in, please like the stream, like and share. Let me know in the comments if the sound is good. Just give me a little feedback, Bubba Shaw. Any interaction helps the channel. So please help a Hebrew out. All right, Proverbs 24 and 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So yeah, listen, you can't be weak in this thing. You know what I'm saying? The camp wars, this one against that one against this one. You know what I'm saying? The Old Testament camps going against the New Testament camps. What else? Oh, people who not in the camps. Going against all the camp. Listen, it's all folly. Let's get that out the way. It's all folly and foolishness. You can't allow that to discourage you. You can't. And people get, people see all that, they get discouraged. And again, I'm not assuming that the example I use is the guy Antoine Dodson, the hide your wife, hide your kids guy. I'm not saying completely left the faith. To my understanding, what I last heard, he's still practicing Hebrew, just kind of fell back from the camps because of what was going on. And you know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But again, there's folks that, with all the internal strife in the Hebrew community, they see it and they leave, which is wicked as hell. You cannot allow that to deter you. You cannot allow that to deter you at all. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. So let me read that again. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. You gotta be built for tough for this. You calling yourself a Hebrew Israelite, you know what I'm saying? You believe that Christ and the disciples look like you. You know what I'm saying? You believe that that the real Jews look like you. You believe the Most High called us to be set apart, that we're the chosen people. You have to endure whatever comes. You can't be weak in this thing. You can't be soft. You can't be discouraged. You know what I'm saying? You have to remain steadfast. You have to remain steadfast. You know what I'm saying? It's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's a must. Next scripture. Again, we're going over some of the scriptures last week, but I'm gonna add some new stuff in there. So please stay tuned. We're gonna go over numbers again, just to bring the point home. And trust me, everything's gonna come together and just wrap it up in a nice bow. So, like, yeah, keep forgetting to share the. All right, so we at Numbers chapter 14. We start at verse 1. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, and the whole congregation said unto them, would God that we would die in the land of Egypt, or would God that we had died in this wilderness? And wherefore had the Lord have brought us unto this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be prey? If it not better for us to return to Egypt? So yeah, so what's going on here is that, again, when Moses this is around the time where Moses sent the spies into the promised land to check it out. You know what I'm saying? No. Before he sent the spies, when he sent the people to look at the land, you know what I'm saying, from afar, and to look and see how it was looking. You know, well, pretty much to spy and survey the land. You know what I'm saying? And like most of the men that came back, there was like, I don't know, man. Like, the Hamites that lived there, they look big and strong. I don't know if we able to do it. You know what I'm saying? And like Joshua and Caleb were the only ones that be like, yo, man, we got this in the bag. You know what I'm saying? The Most High got us. You know what I'm saying? But the men who the men, that were faint hearted, that they pretty much allow, their fear to permeate through the camp. So now you got, the men, that was shook. That was like, hold up, the Most High brought us out here for us to get smoked by these heathens. You know what I'm saying? Like if we try to go take them over, they're gonna destroy us. And they had the audacity to say this: were it not better for us to return into Egypt? So they said like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, like we better off going back. You know what I'm saying? Which is wicked as hell. You know what I'm saying? These are the same people. The same people. Like I said last week, I'm gonna say it again. This is the same people that saw the plagues, that witnessed Slaka, that saw the plagues. They saw the death of the firstborn. You know what I'm saying? That when the death of the firstborn happened, Pharaoh told Israel, "Hey man, get your stuff and bounce, get out of here." You know, and when we leave, Pharaoh had to change her heart and brought his armies to come up against us. You know what I'm saying? And these are the same people that saw that Moses parted the Red Sea and that we went through. And when the Pharaoh and then came after us, the Most High drowned the armies. These are the same people that when we was in the wilderness, the Most High provided us food and water. And that he was with us, pillar of smoke by day, pillar of fire by night. And these are the same people that when the going gets rough, they lost faith and wanted to return to Egypt. Like this is the type of people that we're dealing with. This is the type of people that we are. How we're prone to going off. You understand what I'm saying? Verse 4. And they said and they said one to another, let us make a captain and let us return to Egypt. So yeah, so they wanted to pick a new leader, you know what I'm saying, that's not Moses. You know what I'm saying? And want to go back to Egypt. That Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. And just a little tidbit for folks to understand. When they say stuff like, they fell on their faces, meaning like they fall to their hands and knees. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like basically that they was Moses and Aaron pretty much begging Israel, like, yo, man, yo, please don't do this. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Please don't do this. What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? You ever had a situation in life where someone said or did something off the wall, and you're begging and pleading them, hey man, please don't do this. Yo, man, hold up. You kind of bugging out right now. Please don't do this. Verse 5 again. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces in the assembly and the congregation of the children of Israel. And Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes. And again, when you in ancient times, like when we rent or ripped our clothes, that was a way to show the Most High that we was in mourning, we was frustrated, we was upset, we was angry. If someone we love passed away, and we was mourning, we ripped our clothes to show the Most High that, hey, we're going through it right now. And it spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through and searched is exceedingly good land. If the Lord delight in us, he will bring us into the land and give it to us, a land that floweth with milk and honey. Only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them. And the Lord is with us. Fear them not. Fear them not. So this is Joshua and Caleb. They tell them, hey, listen, we saw the promised land. It's a beautiful land. You know what I'm saying? And listen, they know the promises that the Most High made to Israel, and they stood on it. You know what I'm saying? They stood on it. They say, hey, listen, if the Most High really with us, like he's telling us over and over again that he is, we're going to get this land. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, have no fear. Fear them not. You know what I'm saying? And again, when they said that these nations are food for us, again, it's like hip talk. It's ancient hip talk, like with Jake today. You know what I'm saying? Like you see like the gangbangers in the street. You know what I'm saying? Or the thugs in the street, when they see someone that's easy pickings, like, oh, he's food. You know what I'm saying? So this is Caleb and Joshua say, like, yo, this dude is food to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these nations are food. You know what I'm saying? But because Israel had lost faith, they didn't believe, you know what I'm saying, that they started panicking and they start going off. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me block it. Verse 9, Numbers 14 and 9. Only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not. But the congregations bade stone them with stones. And see, this is also how much, I gotta say, niggas, that our people could be. You understand what I'm saying? Like imagine, listen, imagine if you give imagine you get the Israelite community a pep talk, and some wicked nigga be like, I don't want to hear that, and then pick up a stone and toss it at you full speed. Like listen, that's fighting words, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if we say, like, hey man, listen, the Most High got us. Listen, don't lose fear. And I don't have fear. Don't lose hope. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gonna bring us through. And some wicked nigga be like, nigga, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look, we gonna see how this ends. For all the congregation bade stones with them, and the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children of Israel. And the Lord said unto Moses, how long will this people provoke me? And how long will it be ere they believe me for all the signs which are shown among them? I will smite them with the pestilence and disinherit them, and will make of thee a greater nation, mightier than they. So the Most High pretty much wanted to do away, with Israel and start a new batch of Israelites. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shalom, Sister Tahara and Anaya. Hope all is well. For anyone who who might be watching the stream, if you haven't already, please like and share the stream. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, and also let me know if the sound is good. You know, because sometimes with the updates and stuff, with these electronics, you know, sometimes I might forget to do something, or something might not be connected properly. So please let me know if everything is good. Baba Shah. Slacket, Numbers 14 and 8. And the Lord said unto Moses, how long will this people provoke me? And how long will it be ere that they believe me for all the signs which are shown among them? I will smite them with the pestilence and disinherit them, and I will make of thee a greater nation and mightier than they. And Moses said unto Egypt, then the Egyptians shall hear it, for thou broughtest up this people in thy might from among them. And they shall tell the inhabitants of this land, for they have heard that the Lord art among this people, that thou Lord art seen his face to face, and that cloud standing over them, and that thou goest before them by day in a pillar of cloud and a pillar of fire by night. Now if thou shalt kill all this people as one man, then the nations which have heard the fame of thee will speak, saying, because the Lord was not able to bring this people into the land which he swore unto them, therefore he has slain them in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High pretty much, Moses pretty much talking to Most High off the ledge, like, hey, listen, talking to calling the Most High down, like, hey, listen, if you was to, put all these Israelites to death and start over a new batch of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, these nations are gonna hear, they're gonna talk smack and be like, oh, that same God that said he was gonna give his chosen people their own land, because he wasn't able to do it, he pretty much killed them all. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, these nations are quick to talk smack about Israel, and even quicker to talk smack about the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So Moses had to let them know, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? Had to plead with the Most High. Verse 17, thou beseech thee, let the power of my Lord be great, according as thou hast spoken, saying, the Lord is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the father upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. Pardon, I beseech thee, the iniquity of this people, according to their great and thy mercy, and thou hast forgiven this people from Egypt even until now. And the Lord said, I have pardoned according to thy word. He said, but as I truly live, and the earth shall be filled, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord, because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now 10 times, now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice, surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them provoke me see it. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and have followed me fully, him will I bring into the land whereinto he went, and his seed shall possess it. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High say, hey, listen, because everyone else lost hope, because everyone else, you know what I'm saying, allow fear to rule, to rule them, to have them doubt the Most High to the point where they started going off. Most High say, hey, these people, they're not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Let me continue. Now the Amalekites and Canaanites dwell in the Amalekites and Canaanites dwell in the valley. Tomorrow turn you and into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying, how long shall I bear this evil congregation which murmur against me? I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, which they murmur against me. Say unto them, as I truly live, said the Lord, as ye have spoken in mine ears, so will I do to you. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered with you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upward, which ye have murmured against me. Doubtless ye shall not come into the land, concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save for Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. But your little ones, which ye said should be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which ye have despised. But as for you, your carcasses, they shall fall in this wilderness, and your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years, and bear your whoredoms until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness. And the number of days which ye search the land, even 40 days, each day for a year shall ye bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and ye shall know my breach of promise. I, the Lord, have said, I will surely do it unto all this evil congregation that they gathered together against me in this wilderness. They shall be consumed, and there they shall die. You know what I'm saying? So that's it on that. So that's the Most High saying, listen, man, all y'all that was talking smack, you know what I'm saying? See the Most High first told Moses, and then he called Abraham and it's not Abraham. He called Moses and Aaron, and like, yo, go and tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all lost faith, because y'all doubted, because y'all want to go off, and y'all saw everything I done did unto you, I did for you, deliver you from Egypt, provide for you in the wilderness, and y'all still want to go off and be wicked. Listen, Slack you want to continue to be wicked? Guess what? You out of there. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High did it so cold where he said, like, listen, your children that you thought that was gonna be was gonna be spoils for the other nations. You got to go try and take this promised land that I promise y'all. I'm gonna allow them to live. I'm gonna allow them to make it to the promised land. But you guys, listen, y'all not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High is so cold. He tell them, like, listen, I'm gonna make your kids. I'm gonna make you and your kids wander the wilderness for 40 years until y'all die off. And once y'all die off, then I'm gonna bring your children to the promised land, because y'all lost faith. Because y'all lost faith. And which goes back to point number 3 from last week. No amount of wickedness you see in the Israelite community should discourage you or shake your faith in the Most High. Be like Joshua and Caleb. Where Moses said the spies to check out the promised land. You know what I'm saying? And all the spies saw the promised land look The only one that didn't get shook was Joshua and Caleb. The remaining men got shook. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. We could take that land. Them Hamites look strong as hell, and there's a lot of them too. Caleb and Joshua be like, yo, we got this. We got this. And the Most High said that he's with us like he always is. You know what I'm saying? We got this. We have nothing to fear. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And going back to the point where Moses and Aaron's, when the Most High said, because Joshua and Caleb was with another spirit from everyone else, because the spirit that everyone had was fear. You know what I'm saying? The opposite is faith. The opposite of faith is fear. You know what I'm saying? And when you're fearful, you know what I'm saying? You start panicking and you start going off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you don't have faith and trust in the Most High, you know what I'm saying? You're going to start panicking. You're going to start making the wrong decisions, and you're going to start going off. Like you see the people in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? And how can I say this? It's very easy for Caleb and Joshua, you know, to go along, you know what I'm saying, with everyone else, because again, those two are part of the generation that saw everything, that saw the plagues. You know what I'm saying? Went through the Exodus and went through the Red Sea with Moses. You know, was in the wilderness, saw the Most High provide them food and water. You know what I'm saying? So they're part of that generation. And I know a lot of them could have been their friends. A lot of them could be their families. A lot of people that want to return to Egypt, for all we know, could have been their siblings. You know what I'm saying? And when you see, how can I say, when you see people that you're cool with and that you care about turn against the Most High, it can be very discouraging to the point where where you might lose faith, or you might lose faith and might want to join them out of peer pressure. You understand what I'm saying? But Caleb and Joshua stood 10 toes deep for the Most High and told them, hey, listen, don't lose hope. And the Most High said that he'll be with us like he always does. Yo, we got this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is like, nah, bump that. We going back to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? But did Caleb and Joshua lose hope? You know what I'm saying? To speak against the Most High and to be ungrateful is straight wickedness. Straight up wickedness. And in no way, in no wise that Caleb and Joshua moved to be like them. So the same thing with today. As you see in the Israelite community, leaders getting exposed, this one get exposed. You know, you find out that this one was doing all kinds of wickedness. This one was touching on little kids. You know, the whole Peter Moses story, the Israelite brother that deleted his wife and his own son. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, the whole Joy Morgan situation in London, England. You know what I'm saying? In the UK, people see stuff like that, get faint-hearted, chuck the deuces, lead the faith. You know what I'm saying? Splits in the congregation, a riff in the congregation where, an elder start going off or this elder don't agree with that elder, and the school splits, and, some people went this way, other people went that way, and some people went out the truth. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? And like I said last week, I'm saying it today. Wicked people in the Israelite community, they're always going to be here. Regardless of what generation we in, they're always going to be here. Just make sure that you're not part of that wicked one. You understand what I'm saying? And you cannot allow it to lose hope. You cannot allow wicked leaders getting exposed, or may not even get exposed. They just pretty much go left and just go left with it, and just flat out leave the faith. You cannot allow that to to move you off your square and have you lose faith. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, brother Yashawar. Shalom. Hope all is well. Just a hobby, a habwa. Shalom. Hope everybody good. So yeah, I hope everyone understands that. I'm gonna right now I'm gonna play this video, which most side women should bring the point home. You know, which should prove a point, and it's really a very good teaching lesson towards for the Israelite community. Wait, hold up, let me block it. Let me make sure. Hold up. Yeah, all right. I gotta make sure the sound is on. Okay. Now this is the clip from the show The Jeffersons. Hold up. Okay. Oh damn, this I'm gonna try do full screen with it. All right, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna ask if you guys can hear it. All right. Cause this right here is it's a scene from The Jeffersons, and it's really gonna bring Shalom to here. Shalom. Hope all is well. But yeah, this right here is a scene from the hit TV show The Jeffersons, and this episode is called "They Don't Make Preachers Like Him Anymore." And basically, it's a situations where Florence, you know, her faith got challenged because of a scandal in the church. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna chime in. Let me know if you can hear the sound.
I just came to get my stuff so I could leave.
Leave? Where you going?
I don't know, home, out, somewhere. Sure won't be Ohio, though, will it?
Choir can sing anywhere.
Oh, yeah. And they got a lot to sing about, too, don't they? Things like hope and love. I tell you what, when you're preaching next Sunday, why don't you see if you can fit those words into your sermon? And then have the choir back you up with "I'm busted." I'm sure Reverend Daniels would just love that.
That's funny. You see, when I was here, the choir sang to please me.
Okay, all right. Wait, Salakia, wait. Let me play it for the top again. And let me also say this, Salakia. I was supposed to play this. Salakia, oh, damn, this damn. Wait, hold up. Wait. Okay, yeah, it zoomed in by accident. Okay. All right. Salakia. I was just want to apologize to. I don't want to give an apology to everyone that watched the show live last week, and also whether live or watch the replay. I was supposed to play this clip, but since I was rushing, I got caught up. I forgot to play it, and it didn't hit me until after the next day when I was reviewing the class. But yeah, this is the clip from the Jeffersons, and to give you guys the rundown of what's going on. There was a scandal in the church. The pastor right there, Reverend Taylor, that he was the old pastor, but I guess like due to his age, he was formally stepping down. The new pastor, you know what I'm saying, you know, he did something abominable. You know, he stole from the church. You know what I'm saying? The money that the church raised, the money that the church raised for the competition, and for other things for the church, He stole the money and he ran off. So now Florence, her faith is shaken, and what I'm saying, she's pretty much in the same boat where a lot of folks where scandals pop up. But let's see how she handles it, and let's hear what the pastor has to say. All right. So without further ado, let's watch this clip.
I just came to get my stuff so I could leave.
Leave? Where you going?
I don't know. Home. Out. Somewhere. Sure won't be Ohio, though, will it?
Choir can sing anyway.
When they say Ohio, that's where they're supposed to go. They were supposed to go to Ohio for the competition. It was like a choir competition, and the money that they raised was stolen by the new pastor. Let's continue.
Oh, yeah. They got a lot to sing about, too, don't they? Things like hope and love. I tell you what, when you're preaching next Sunday, why don't you see if you can fit those words into your sermon, and then have the choir back you up with "I'm busted." I'm sure Reverend Daniels would just love that.
That's funny. You see, when I was here, the choir never sang to please me. But I guess that was back when you all sang for love.
Oh, yeah.
Now, see, he cut her with that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, listen. Oh, when I was here, like the choir never sang, to please me. They sang for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Which is the point that he's getting at. That hey, anything you do for the church, for the ministry, is supposed to be for the Most High.
And there was a time when a preacher was somebody to be looked up to. But I guess that was back when they weren't common thieves.
So now you have no faith.
Well, let's just say that getting kicked in the behind makes me a little reluctant to bend over.
Well, we'll just see about that.
And listen, Florence has a point. You know what I'm saying? Florence has a point. Like some folks, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like when you get done dirty by someone in the faith, you can lose hope. You know what I'm saying? You can feel disgruntled. You can feel bitter. And sometimes you can lose faith and you can lose hope. It happens. Let's continue.
Oh, what is this supposed to be? Some kind of joke to you?
Oh, no, Florence. I'm too old to play games. Too old to play, too ignorant to win. But I know you. And I know you got more sense than you're letting on.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you're not about to walk away from something that you've given half of your life to just because some fool took off with a little money.
It ain't just the money. He was a reverend, a man of God.
He was a reverend. He's not a man of God.
Oh, and I'm supposed to know that? We shouldn't even have to worry about things like that. And what about the next one? What are we supposed to do? Bolt down the piano? Check his arms for track marks? Watch for peepholes in the dressing room? What's the point in even coming to church?
To worship the Lord.
Well, you can do.
You hear that? Do you hear that? Cold cut. What's your purpose of coming to the church? Coming to the assembly? To worship the Most High, regardless of what some wicked nigga in your congregation does. Cold slice. You know what I'm saying? And as you watch, you see that this pastor, he stern, serious, plays no games. Stoic, rooted in the faith. And this is how we got to be in this faith. Let's continue.
That on the subway, and these days it's automatic.
Florence.
No, Reverend Taylor, you just want me to do what you want me to do. You want me to go to church, praise the Lord, and have faith. Well, I had faith, and what did it get me? I could have had a normal life, a real life, but I gave it all up for this place. And you know why? Because I thought that this was the way.
And so, let me pause right there, and that's the thing. Sometimes in the Hebrew Israelite congregations, and which is true, both brothers and sisters, we do give a lot of our time, our money, our energy, towards the ministry. So when scandals and corruption and stuff breaks out, again, it's very easy to lose faith. Very easy to lose faith. to the point where you get, you on some, why am I doing all this for? You know what I'm saying? Listen, Florence is right in her feelings. I'm not saying, oh, she's all, no. She's very right in her feelings. She have every right to feel the way how she's feeling right now. Let's continue.
Now I've lost time. I've lost love and my money.
Wait. Let's rewind that back a little bit.
Fool took off with a little money.
It ain't just the money. He was a reverend, a man of God.
He was a reverend. He's not a man of God.
Oh, and I'm supposed to know that? We shouldn't even have to worry about things like that.
Which she does have a point. Like if you're a man serving the Most High, generally speaking, like the congregation, shouldn't have to be worried about if you're righteous or crooked. But listen, this is captivity in this sinful world. That's not the case. Please understand that.
What about the next one? What are we supposed to do? Bolt down the piano? Check his arms for track marks? Watch for peepholes in the dressing room? What's the point in even coming to church?
To worship the Lord.
Well, you can do that on the subway. And these days, it's automatic.
Florence.
No, Reverend Taylor. You just want me to do what you want me to do. You want me to go to church, praise the Lord, and have faith. Well, I had faith. And what did it get me? I could have had a normal life, a real life. But I gave it all up for this place. And you know why? Because I thought that this was the way. Now I've lost time, I've lost love, and my money. Now you look at me and you tell me what I got left. What?
Sense enough to know that God's name ain't Reverend Daniels.
Woo! You hear that? Do you hear that? Listen, if you hearing this, put a 1 in the chat if you hearing this. It's another cold cut. Sense enough to know that whoever whoever leadership is not the Most High. If they go off, you have to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Going back to point number 3. No amount of wickedness that you see in the Israelite community should discourage you or shake your faith in the Most High. Be like Joshua and Caleb. Let's continue. Wait, rewind it back. Let's continue.
Now I've lost time, I've lost love, and my money. Now you look at me and you tell me what I got left. What?
Sense enough to know that God's name ain't Reverend Daniels. And sense enough to know that you don't come to church to worship the preacher. And most of all, sense enough to know that you can't cash faith at a bank and have somebody run off with it.
Right.
If this Daniels can do that to you, then you didn't have much faith to begin with.
Woo! Woo! You hear that? Do you hear that? Woo! Wait, listen, man, that episode was cooking, man. Do you hear that? He cut Florence and said, hey, listen, if Reverend Daniel's doing what he did, it's enough for you to lose faith in the church and want to wash your hands and walk away. You didn't have faith in the Most High like that to begin with. How much more now? How much more now? In the Israelite community, scandal here, scandal there. This leader got exposed to wickedness. That leader got exposed to wickedness, and folks lose hope and get faint-hearted, and they lead to faith. You know what I'm saying? They lose hope. You know what I'm saying? They get offended because of what what some leader with rank did. You know what I'm saying? And feel some type of way, they lose faith, and they get on social media and talk about, I'm no longer a Hebrew Israelite. Hold up.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you have to be how can I say this? You have to be more stern and more rooted in this faith. You can't be weak. You know what I'm saying? This walk as being a Hebrew Israelite is not for the weak. You know what I'm saying? So if you see your favorite leader go the hell off, or even just leave the faith altogether. You know what I'm saying? Say I'm no longer a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a I'm a Muslim, Allah Akbar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you see that happening, and something like that cause you to lose faith and lead the truth, you wasn't rooted to begin with. Sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever feels some type of way, like whatever you see going on in IUIC or ISUPK or Genesis or Sakari or this camp and that camp, you know what I'm saying? If that caused you to lose faith to the point where you want some, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite anymore. You never had faith to begin with. Period, point blank. All right, let's finish this out.
Well, reverends ain't supposed to steal.
Shoot, I know reverends ain't supposed to steal. People ain't supposed to steal.
Right.
The last time I checked, they were doing it anyway.
Well, you never stole.
What are you talking about? When I was a boy, grab an apple or a hot loaf of bread with the best of them. But I never said I was perfect. But apparently somewhere down the line, Reverend Daniel said he was, and you believed him.
Well, no, but
No buts.
And see, that's another mistake. That's another mistake that many Israelites in the faith make. And yeah, for the new lesson to learn from this, understand that just because you met some righteous Israelite doesn't mean that every Israelite you meet will be as righteous. That's something we all need to understand. You know what I'm saying? While he was checking her, you know what I'm saying, you check her for losing faith, she was like, but you never stole. I'm like, yeah, sure, but you know what I'm saying? But and Reverend Taylor, like you know what I'm saying? Like he took law and told like, hey, listen, you know, just because I'm a man of God, listen, in my past I was stealing. You know, in my past, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't always righteous. You know what I'm saying? He admitted to her, hey, I wasn't always righteous, but you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And it goes for a lot of you brothers and especially for a lot of you sisters. I'm gonna use myself for example, but also for the other leaders. For people, not saying that folks look up to me, but like let's say like folks that might do look up to me. It's like, yo, like they might see the stuff I might be dealing with that I have dealt with in life, stuff I might be dealing with currently, and they see that I'm still keeping my hand to the plow and being diligent with the word. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like myself or for other people, you might see Israelite leaders in the community doing the work, keeping the commandments, you know, doing the ministry. You know what I'm saying? Try to walk upright as possible. You know, and sometimes you would idolize them. Not idolize. Well, yeah, that too. but I meant to say, you might admire them. You know what I'm saying? You might admire them. But the thing I want to say is this: there's a very fine line between admiring and idolizing. You know what I'm saying? You know, so like, listen, yeah, sure, admire me for for my endurance or whatever, or me doing the work, but don't idolize me. You know what I'm saying? me personally, I'm a regular dude. I go off to, I zig when I should have zagged. I picked door number one when I should have picked door number two. You know what I'm saying? And I make the wrong decisions sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And in this flesh and with all the temptation around, I could go off. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it's good to look up and admire like Israelite leaders that you might see, doing the work, doing the ministry and stuff, but don't idolize us to the point where you see us fall and now you ready to just give up the ghost and just run back into the world. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's what Reverend Taylor was checking her for. Like, hey, you know, he was like, oh, well, you never stole. And the pastor told her, like, hey, listen. He let her know, hey, I wasn't always righteous. But at some point, you know what I'm saying, Reverend Taylor gave off the impression that he was a righteous dude and you believed him. Or that he was a perfect dude and you believed him and got hoodwinked. You understand what I'm saying? Let's continue. Slack for the constant interruptions, but I need to break this down for you so that you guys can understand.
What are you talking about?
Wait, hold on.
If this Daniels can do that to you, then you didn't have much faith to begin with.
Well, reverends ain't supposed to steal.
Shoot, I know reverends ain't supposed to steal. People ain't supposed to steal. But the last time I checked, they were doing it anyway.
Well, you never stole.
What are you talking about? When I was a boy, grab an apple or a hot loaf of bread with the best of them. But I never said I was perfect. But apparently somewhere down the line, Reverend Daniels said he was, and you believed him.
Well, no, but
No buts. You better get your guard straight. I
Mm.
hate to see you giving up all that love on the wrong one. You see, my God never stole money from me. So it doesn't much matter what some man may do.
And you can
See that? See that? And he checked and told, hey, listen, you better get your God straight. Meaning like, you better, he told like, hey, listen, you better figure out which God you serve. You know what I'm saying? The most high man. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, get it together. Let's continue.
forgive him that easy.
Hey, hold up.
No buts. You better get your guard straight. I hate to see you giving up all that love on the wrong one. You see, my God never stole money from me. So it doesn't much matter what some man may do.
And you can forgive him that easy.
Who? Daniels? Girl, if it was my $300 he stole, next time I saw him, I'd put a knot on his head so big that there'd be snow covering the top of it. I wouldn't leave the house of God on account of it.
See that? You know what I'm saying? So he say, hey, listen, if he wasn't ready to that thief and reverend that stole their money, like, you know what I'm saying, like yeah, you might catch some hands and feet. You know what I'm saying? But you already said at the end. Did you hear what he said at the end? I'm not gonna leave the Most High because of it. Because some janky ass pastor, you know what I'm saying, stole the church money and ran off. I'm not gonna leave the ministry. You tripping? All right, let's continue.
Let him do that to you, and you'll be losing more than money.
Mm.
And you know I'm right, or you wouldn't be crying. Folks don't cry about something they don't care about leaving.
No, they don't, do they?
No, they don't.
Well, I'll think about what you said.
You do that.
I'll be seeing you.
Anytime you need me, just call.
And see, listen, man, that's why I love that episode, because you see that he did not he did not play with her. You know what I'm saying? And that's something for you brothers that might be in leadership, whether this camp or other camps. Listen, when you counseling sisters that might be going through this type of moment, listen, you can't be soft. You know, you can't be, you know what I'm saying? You can't be soft and wimpy like the damn lead singer from Ready for the World. Let me love you, dear. Like you can't be soft like that. You know what I'm saying? You see, the pastor didn't play with her. You know what I'm saying? He checked and let her know, hey, listen, nah, what you're doing is foolish right now. But what he did, he also gave her a choice of like, okay, I'm gonna check you, but ultimately, I'm gonna leave it up to you. You know what? And I'm just give you the advice. I'm gonna give you the counsel. But whatever you do, that's on you. And that's how as leaders that you got to do. You got to move. Counsel, check, rebuke. Hey, listen. Well, if you allow them if you allow them it's like a counsel, rebuke, but also give them space to make the choices for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And again, you got to be stern with it, like with this pastor, like Pastor Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Stoic, strict. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers, again, and Sister Tahara, she laughing, and I'm like, yo, listen, a lot of brothers, when it comes to counseling sisters, they mad soft. You know what I'm saying? Like they how could I say you know what I'm saying? They like to do for Waiting for the World. They be like, I'll be sure, you know what I'm saying? You're on your own, girl. Like super soft, man. Like, because they don't want to offend her because she's pretty. You know what I'm saying? She had a lot in this faith. You know what I'm saying? You tell like, hey, listen, you can't be weak in this. You know what I'm saying? But let's go finish this off and we'll continue.
Oh, Florence, I've been waiting on you. Listen, I just called Reverend Taylor.
Oh, that's all right, Miss Jefferson. I know. I just talked to him. Everything's fine.
You talked to him?
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I didn't think it would work either. But that man always knows the right thing to say. I tell you, Miss Jefferson, good, bad, or different, they sure don't make him like Reverend Taylor no more.
Did you hear what she said, Willie?
Yeah.
You think I should call somebody?
No, I don't think so.
What? But she said
I know.
But Weezy, now you made the phone call. How could she have talked to Reverend Taylor if his sister said that he died in his sleep 4 hours ago?
I don't know. But you know something? I almost believe her.
And that's the end of the scene. So basically, what's going on is that that Reverend Taylor, what the show is implying that Reverend Taylor passed away in his sleep, and that the Reverend Taylor that Florence met in the church was his spirit, giving her counsel one more time before his spirit went back to the Father. You know what I'm saying? But it's a powerful scene, very powerful scene. You know what I'm saying? And I got a few points with this scene to show, hey, listen, some lessons could be extrapolated from this scene. And lesson one, we just went over it. Understand that just because you met some righteous Israelites doesn't mean that every Israelite you meet will be as righteous. You know what I'm saying? She even said it herself during while she was in the church with the pastor. You know what I'm saying? Because she was offended. Her faith was shook because the new pastor stole the church's money and ran off. You know what I'm saying? And like the former pastor that was stepped down due to his age, Reverend Taylor, you know what I'm saying? He you know, she was like, "Hey, but you never do that. You never did that." Listen, same thing with us. Same thing today. Just because you met a few solid brothers in the truth, that's the real deal, doesn't mean that every Hebrew Israelite that you meet, regardless of rank, is going to be the same. Please understand that. Please understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the many mistakes that me myself have made. Like in this faith, you know, you met a few solid brothers, you think everyone that you meet is going to be true blue. That's not the case. Sad to say, there are a lot of scumbag, part of my friends, piece of shit ass people in the faith. You know what I'm saying? But you can't allow them to move them off your square. And the first scripture that goes with that is Jeremiah 17. And we're starting at verse 5. Thus said the Lord, cursed be man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. So yeah, so if you you know if you put your complete trust in a man that's bound to go off, or that has gone off or is going off, let's say it said you're cursed. Read that again. Cursed, thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. For he shall be he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when the good cometh, but shall inherit the parched places in the wilderness, and the salt land, and not inhabited. Verse 7, blessed is he that trusteth in the Lord, and who hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that he spreadeth out, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall be careful in the year of drought. Neither shall ye cease from yielding fruit. So yeah, listen, you cannot make flesh your arm, man. You cannot. You can't put all your trust in man. You know what I'm saying? Again, for any Israelite leaders that you might see and have respect for, that's doing the work, yeah, admire them. Don't idolize them. Myself included. You know what I'm saying? We're all flesh and blood. We all bound to go off. And the problem is, a lot of folks, they tend to idolize their leaders, so that when scandal pops up, or not even leaders, sometimes idolize entire camps. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of folks idolizing entire camps, so when a scandal breaks out, they lose hope. Now they want to lead the faith, and I'm no longer a Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You see that a lot in this faith. The only person you should be idling or worshiping is the Most High. And go back with the point number one. Just because you met some righteous Israelites doesn't mean that every Israelite you meet will be as righteous. Point number two. Just because you may have a bad encounter with an Israelite doesn't mean that all encounters with Israelites will be the same. And this is something that many Israelites in this faith need to understand. Because I'm going to keep it with you. We all got horror stories of being done wrong by a fellow Israelite. Myself included. You know what I'm saying? But the whole write-up, all these niggas is wicked, that's off. That is off, and it's completely childish. You know what I'm saying? As you see in the clip with the Jeffersons, Florence known Reverend Taylor for years, and she called him as the real deal, as a real deal pastor that really serious about the Most High. But the new pastor that wasn't even there long, that took the church's money and ran, she's ready to just, I'm out of here. You understand what I'm saying? And you see that a lot in Hebrew congregations. You might have a bad run-in or a bad dealing with an Israelite in this camp or with that camp or that camp or whatever. Now all of a sudden, all you niggas is like that. And me personally, I can't deal with people like that. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. You know what I'm saying? And again, leadership, please forgive me. This is why in this faith, I'm very stoic. I have very thick skin. So the people who want to be like that, listen, forgive me. I'm on Reverend next time.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
And I don't. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a bad run-in with a person from this congregation over there or that congregation way over there, or let's just say this, a lot of times people have run-ins with niggas that's not even any congregation. So now you mad at niggas in lines of Israel because you dealt with some no camp nigga that lives with his mom, that sleep in his mother's basement, no job, drag head, smoke weed, eat Captain Crunch, and play 2K all day. So because you have a bad run-in with this dude, like a lot of you ladies, you get with the piece of shit ass dudes in his faith. They do you wrong, and all of a sudden, it's all Israelite men. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the next scripture. Psalms 146, and let's start at verse 3. Psalms chapter 146, verse 3. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. His breath go forth, return to his earth, and the very day his thoughts perish. Happy is he that hath the God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is the Lord his God, which made heaven and earth, the sea, and all there is in, which keepeth truth forever, which execute judgment for the oppressed, which give food to the hungry. The Lord looseth the prisoners. The Lord opened the eyes of the blind. The Lord raises them that are bowed down. The Lord loveth the righteous. The Lord preserveth the strangers. He relieveth the fatherless and the widow. By the way of the wicked he turned upside down. The Lord shall reign forever, even thy God, O Zion, unto all generations. Praise ye the Lord. See what I'm saying? That's the only person that you're supposed to put your trust in, not man. And for princes that go into leaders in the Israelite community, we're bound to go off. I don't even care if it's the top man to like a mere officer. You know what I'm saying? We're bound to go off. You know what I'm saying? So again, you can respect, you can admire, but don't idolize. Please, Baba Shah, please don't idolize. He said, sorry, friends. Latest and catch up. Now it's all good. If you can make it, you can make it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Listen, that's the thing. You can always catch a replay. Listen, I'm always watching brothers' classes on a replay. But yeah, just because you have a bad encounter with the Israelite doesn't mean all encounters with Israelites is the same. Third lesson, and this is a heavy one. Don't allow a negative experience with the Hebrew faith cause you to write off everyone in the faith as wicked. Learn to be emotionally mature. And that's something that this faith lacks. That's something that many Hebrew Israelites in this faith lacks. Corruption pops up in the congregation somewhere. Congregation might have 10,000 people, 15,000 people, 20,000 people. And when the congregation pops up, and when the scandal pops up, when the drama pops up, some folks get bitter, become disgruntled, and because they're emotionally immature, they want to say, oh, it's all you niggas. So now, again, like I brought out last week, Lions of Israel barely got 30 brothers on a good day. So with the whole thing with Joy Morgan, when she passed, you know what I'm saying? IUIC is not addicted to them brothers. Listen, they got at least 10,000 or more easy, to the point where they're international. A scandal and stuff pop up with them. You got some unlearned, childish, you know what I'm saying? Developmentally delayed ass niggas in the faith that want to say, oh, it's every single Hebrew. Like, see, that's what you get for messing with Kims. I'm like, come on, it's completely immature, completely childish and immature. And I just have one thing to say to people that's like that. Let me get my echo box. Let me see. You guys that are doing that shit, y'all need to grow up. Grow up. You know what I'm saying? Grow up. Stop being immature. The Most High judges individually. No, he don't judge everyone for one man's actions. And again, you saw that with the clip with the Jeffersons with Florence. Because listen, she could very easily be said, oh, because the new Reverend stole the church's money and dipped. You know what I'm saying? You, Reverend Taylor, who I've known for years, you're just like him, even though I knew you all this time. Which would be completely fucking childish. What you see, emotionally immature Hebrew Israelites in this faith, both brothers and sisters, move like this. And that's off. And that is way off. And it's time for us to be more emotionally immature in this faith. You know what I'm saying? Or what was one of the buzzwords that for brothers and sisters like to use? Emotional intelligence. Yeah, use some of that shit in this truth too. Use some of that in this truth too. Stop being childish like pardon my French. Stop being childish like a fucking baby for that every time a drama or a scandal or whatever pops up in whatever camp, you want to blame the entire movement as a whole. That is fucking childish. Time to be mature. Time to grow up. Now, since we're talking about emotionally mature, I just so happened I just happened to look up the words emotional intelligence, or EQ, EQ or EI, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as influence and understand the emotions of others. It is a vital skill that reduces stress, resolve conflicts, and improve both personal relationships and workplace leadership. The four core dominants of emotional intelligence. While multiple models exist, psychologist the Daniel Goleman framework, widely accepted, breaks EQ down to four distinct pillars: self-awareness, the ability to recognize your own emotions, understand what triggers them, and see how your feeling affects your thoughts and behaviors. Self-management or self-regulation, the capacity to control impulsive feelings, adapt to changing circumstances, manage your emotions in healthy, constructive ways. Yeah, this is what a lot of folks in the Israelite community lacks. You know what I'm saying? A scandal breaks out in your congregation, now you want to chuck the deuces and run. Or a scandal breaks out in a congregation that you're not even a part of, but you might have idolized. Now you want to chuck the deuces and run. You know what I'm saying? And let's go back to the scene with the Jeffersons, you know, so with Florence. That capacity to control impulsive feelings. She wanted to lead the church. She wanted to lead the church and stop coming because of what dude said. And said to adapt to changing circumstances. You know what I'm saying? That the pastor that she loved and respect stepped down, and this new pastor turns out to be, you know what I'm saying, a thief. You know what I'm saying? To have your faith shaken. Or for us in the faith, you know what I'm saying? You in the congregation one day, and the next day, you know what I'm saying, it's a huge split, and you know what I'm saying, this leader left, that leader left, you know what I'm saying? You know, people leave, you know, a leader might left and go back into the world and stuff like that. Listen, you have to have emotional intelligence to manage your emotions in healthy and constructive ways. Not just say, oh, that's all you Israelite niggas. Nah, come on, you bugging. Social awareness, the ability to tune into other people's needs, emotions, and concern. This is tied closely to empathy and picking up on social dynamics. Yeah, a lot of Hebrews in the faith, they lack that. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. In this faith, you gotta be able to tune into other people's needs. How many times the letters of Paul where it said to bear one another's burdens, to be there, to love one another? How many times Yahushua said to love one another, to bear each other's burdens? You know what I'm saying? Part of that is to tune into your people's needs. You know what I'm saying? What is emotions and concerns. And the last one, relationship management, knowing how to develop and maintain healthy relationships, communicate clearly, inspire others, and navigate or diffuse conflicts. Yeah, you got to learn how to navigate splits, congregational splits. You know what I'm saying? It's like congregations split all the time. Whether it is disagreements in doctrine, you know what I'm saying? What it's disagreements in doctrine, you know what I'm saying? Petty beefs, petty dramas, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But listen, even with that, even in the case where you might leave a congregation that might be pushing or promoting wickedness, Listen, that's not a cue to just fall out the faith. Find another assembly with like-minded brothers and sisters that's striving for righteousness, and go be with them. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Let's take the old school for example. You know, the old school of One West. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the splits didn't, to my understanding, it did not all come from disagreements and petty drama. Some of it came from wickedness. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the splits came from wickedness. Let's say, for example, the remaining of the people of One West after the first couple of splits, with Elder Ariel. You know what I'm saying? Folks was learning under him and stuff, but listen, when he came out and co-signed that nigga Tazadakia as the quote unquote God sent comforter, you know what I'm saying? The brothers that saw that was like, nah, I'm out of here. And which is okay, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they didn't put down the plow. They didn't turn their back on the Most High. Well, at least most of them didn't. You know what I'm saying? They went with like-minded, linked up with like-minded brothers, and kept pushing, kept doing the work, because you have to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever wickedness that you see, leaders going off into blasphemy with that whole thing. And my thing is, like for the folks, for the folks that know the elders that was in One West, listen, many of them will let you know that a lot of them, they love Elder Ariel. You know, from my understanding, with Priest Dan, he said it himself, in his lessons, they all looked up to Elder Ariel. Many of them looked up to him as a father figure. But you know, when he started pushing that, you know, that Tasadaki is the comforter that Christ speaks in the scriptures, that's when I'm like, you know what, we gotta part ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you gotta be like that. But it's not, we gotta part ways, and I'm gonna go back into the Christian church, you know, and then what a mighty God we serve. Like, nah, bro. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Or you go into some another religion, Islam, you talk about Allah walk about praying to a goddamn rock. You can't do that either. You cannot do that either. You know what I'm saying? And for you brothers that might be counseling folks that might going through some stuff and have their faith shaken, listen, you have to be as stoic and as stern as that pastor, especially when counseling the sisters. Especially because brothers will go Super Saiyan level 3 towards the brothers, but you know, with the sisters, you know, if she halfway decent, she look pretty, they want to be on some Maxwell, you know what I'm saying, some soft cupcakey, you know, this woman's work as not, you know what I'm saying. You can't be like that. You cannot be like that. You just can't. But also, you have to give them room. Like, hey, listen, I done counseled you, and I'm gonna step back and see what you do. And whatever you do, that's on you. Just know that me, leader such and such, I counseled you on this and gave you the right choices. Gave you right counsel. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to. Wait, hold up. I think wait. I think I have another docket. Wait. I don't know if I clicked it or if I did. Oh crap. But yeah, I think we're done with the emotional intelligence part. They say you sound like the great and wonderful Oz. Oh boy, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like yeah. Listen, but yeah, listen. I throw a lot of humor into my teaching, but listen, I'm very serious and stern about this thing. Like, listen, you can't allow to lose faith. You really can't. And the final lesson for this point is no amount of wickedness or corruption that you may witness in the Israelite community should ever deter you from serving the Most High or fellowshipping with like minded Israelites. None. None. You heard what Reverend Taylor told Florence? No excuses. No excuses. So what this nigga told this pastor took your money. No excuses. And yes, I get it. Listen, Florence, she had a point. Like, listen, for us that's in the ministry, male or female, a lot of times we sacrifice time, money, and energy doing for the ministry. And when you find out that your leader does some fuck shit, yeah, it can shake your faith. You know what I'm saying? It could get you down. But to the point where you want to just give up on the ministry and stop serving God altogether, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And listen, we all done seen the drama and exposés and stuff that come out of Israelite leaders, you know what I'm saying, throughout the years. And like Priest Dan said, there's more to come. It's more to come. So my question to you is, what you gonna do when that comes? What you gonna do when that comes? Are you gonna give up hope? Or are you going, yeah, I can't be a part of this anymore? Or are you gonna exercise and show emotional intelligence like Florence did? Yeah, you have a right to your feelings and being upset and frustrated because well, someone that you held in high regard in the ministry did. But don't allow them feelings to control you to the point where you leave serving the Most High altogether. Same thing with Joshua and Caleb. They seen everything that the Most High did for them, and they see that their friends, their family, their associates, you know what I'm saying, princes, you know what I'm saying, that wanted to go against Moses and go back into Egypt. And I'm sure they felt some type of way. Even after when they tried to talk them off the bridge and niggas wanted to stone them. You know, I know they felt some type of way. But they stood 10 toes down in the Most High. And the Most High preserved them and made sure they made it into the promised land. And the rest of them niggas go right back to the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they get. You know what I'm saying? You cannot allow wickedness and corruption to deter you. At all. Let me get the scripture. Galatians chapter 3. All right. Galatians chapter 3. Let's start at 23. But before faith came, wait, hold up. Wait, I'm sorry. Colossians. Whoops, my bad. I'm sorry. Colossians 3 and 23. Lock it. Colossians 3 and 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men. And read that again. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as unto the Lord and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Yahweh Shai. But he that doeth wrong shall receive the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respecter of persons. So yeah, if you in the faith, if you're enduring, continue to endure and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? If a leader goes off, if a leader does wickedness and stuff like that, they're gonna get dealt with. The Lord gonna judge them. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you do what you're supposed to do. Let me read that again. Colossians 3:23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men, knowing that the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Yahweh Shai. But he that doeth wrong shall receive it for the wrong which ye have done, and there is no respect of persons. Yeah. So regardless of whatever rank, if an Israelite leader in the faith goes off, they gonna get dealt with. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't allow whatever Israelite leader to get caught up in a scandal or drama or wickedness or decide to go the hell off and leave the faith altogether. You can't allow it to move you. And like the Reverend said in the clip, listen, whatever you're doing, whatever your ministry is, you're supposed to do it for the Most High, not for man. Hope you guys understand that. I'm gonna get one scripture and we'll just jump into the second topic briefly. Last scripture, 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians 15, and let's start at 58. All right, First Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. So yeah, you got to be steadfast in this thing, unmovable, because dramas and separations and divisions, it's going to come. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's a guarantee. It's going to come. You know, you just can't allow it to move you. You cannot allow it to shake your faith. You know what I'm saying? Please understand that. Always abound in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So yeah, that's basically it for as far as teaching our folks to endure in this faith, despite whatever trouble and drama that we see coming our way. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys are edified on that point. The next point I want to deal with, just touch on briefly, court and marriage. You know what I'm saying? One of the main things one of the main things that a lot of Israelites struggle with in this faith is marriage. You know what I'm saying? And just want to touch on a few bulletin points real briefly, and just keep it pushing. There'll be a part 2 of this. I'm just going to touch it real briefly, and most high willing in the future, I'll do a part 2 continuing this. And again, let's start with some of the points that we have here. Like I said last week, One major problem in the Hebrew Israelite community is the fact that a lot of folks, brothers and sisters, they come into the faith completely unhealed of what a mental and emotional trauma that they might be dealing with, and come and start looking for wives or for husbands. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? So the first lesson, briefly, I will be bringing up again in the future class. Listen, make sure that you're emotionally and mentally healed before you even think of entertaining a new relationship or marriage. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's one thing that a lot of folks need to understand, especially you sisters. Especially you sisters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come from these bad romance with Pookie and Nug from the world, coming to the faith. You know what I'm saying? You're not completely healed from the trauma that Pookie and Nug left you. You know what I'm saying? And you get bringing that into your new relationship, which is completely off. And a lot of you brothers too. You know what I'm saying? You come to the world, you're used to dealing with Bon Keisha and Sharkeisha and them. And you know what I'm saying? Dealing with the ups and down and up and down, and then that tumultuous break up the makeup nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You come to the truth, where you bring that same energy and spirit into you. Listen, it's off. It's off. Stop doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So first thing first, you know, listen, make sure you are healed. And I'll be the first to say that if you have to go get counseling, go get counseling. Go get therapy. You know what I'm saying? Talk to someone. If you like talking to someone in the faith, get counseling from someone in the faith. Or how to move and how to proceed from there. You listen, when you come to this faith, you can't do the same bullshit that you do in the world. You can't. The first scripture with that, listen, Romans 10:2. Let's get it. Right. Always get these scriptures. 12:2. Salakia. I always get these scriptures. Yeah, 12:2. Well, let's start at 1. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So yeah, if you in this faith, you cannot move the same way as you did in the world. Absolutely not. You can't be thinking the same way as you did in the world. You can't. Or else, guess what? It's gonna be the same old shit. The same old shit. Same old thing. Point number 2. I'm just gonna breeze through it real quick. Most I will in the future, I have a more fleshed out lesson. This is just a quick snippet. Your standards of what you want in a spouse should change when you're in the faith. Do not choose a spouse with the carnal standard as you did in the world. Which means what? Your standards got to change. Ladies, your standards need to change. Brothers, your standards need to change. You know what I'm saying? You can't come into the faith and, you know, because you like big booty Brennan in the world, You know what I'm saying? You come to the faith and you see a nice looking rib, and you know your major standards of picking a rib is take old biddies.
Did it! Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like me, listen. I like take old biddies and I like yams as much as the next heterosexual guy. But I'm like, listen, that's how can I say it? That should not be first pick. That should not be your first pick. As far as what you want for a mate. Oh man, she think look at that ass though. You can't do that. You can't do that. Nah, she thick though. You know what I'm saying? Or ladies, you too. You can't be. You know what I'm saying? You can't be. You can't pick a dude. How can I say? 6 feet. 6 feet 6 inches. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look for a man that's about the Most High's business, that has had his head on straight. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said last week, it's not a dig to our sisters at all. During this time in the faith, I see numerous sisters on more than one occasion that will bypass brothers with a polygamous or for monogamous relationship, will bypass brothers with a good head on their shoulders, with a job, you know what I'm saying, rooted in the faith, have some time in the faith, 10, 15, 20 years, battle tested, be dealing with the ups and downs of life, ups and downs of being in the faith. You know what I'm saying? And have emotional intelligence. I see women bypass all brothers with all those characteristics. They get with some good looking dude because he light skinned it or he a damn dreadhead. And then when shit don't work out, instead of she take accountability for her actions, what does she do? She blames the entire Hebrew Israelite faith, which is a complete abomination, man. Which is a complete abomination. And again, a lot of times for brothers and sisters, as far as like picking a spouse, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pick for the wrong reasons. And again, when you don't get the therapy or the counseling that you need to get healing from your past traumas, all you're doing is hunching. You know what I'm saying? All you're doing is faith is damn trauma hunching. And again, pardon me, forgive me for the elders, but I gotta play the sound clip. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of folks in the truth, when they how can I say it? When they pick spouses for the wrong reasons with no counseling, because a lot of times, let's keep it a grip. A lot of you sisters and brothers, y'all will pick a spouse and y'all will deal with each other secretly and not let leadership know. And then when shit goes left, instead of you want to take the blame, you want to blame the faith. You want to blame the camp, especially you sisters. You want to blame the camp. Oh, this nigga, the camp didn't check this brother. Like, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You came to this faith, you see this light-skinned brother, with waves, or this dreadhead nigga that been in the truth 6 months. You don't bypass brothers that been in here 5, 10, 15 years, battle tested, good name, good job and everything to get with this nigga over here. You know what I'm saying? Or not in the congregation, you'll get with some nigga that's living West Bumblefuck somewhere. Nobody knows this dude. Nobody can vouch for this dude. Nobody can tell you what type of character this dude has. And you get with him to learn the hard way that this nigga don't have a job, lives in his mother's basement, sit on the couch, eat Captain Crunch all day, and play Madden 2K. And then when shit don't work out, you know what I'm saying, you running around the Israelite community crying about how you done wrong and how Israelite men in the faith, you know what I'm saying, Israelites in the faith don't have, are lazy or shiftless or whatever. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Because a lot of times y'all come in unhealed, pick the wrong shit like you did in the world, and start trauma hunting. You know what I'm saying? And instead of the relationship supposed to be a lifelong thing, it becomes a damn hookup. Look, put a one in the chat if y'all want me to keep it real. I'm just kind of I'm gonna make it quick, but put a one in the chat if you want me to keep it real with this thing. Because it's how can I say this? A lot of you Israelites, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna add myself in there. I'm not exempt. A lot of folks they treat the faith as a damn hookup club. You know what I'm saying? And all you do is trauma hunt all day. And instead you try to form long-lasting relationships, you know what I'm saying, by renewing your mind when you come into this faith, you do the same dumb shit that you did in the world, and, you know, you get dilly squat. You understand what I'm saying? You get goose egg. Because you haven't renewed your mind. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to point number 3. Gonna make this quick. You cannot move as reckless as you did as you were in the world. The scripture should be your guide of how you should conduct yourself in a marriage. A lot of times for brothers and sisters, you know, I had to counsel. You know what I'm saying? Go, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm feeling this sister right here. You think I should you think I should go talk to her or try to call her, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have them, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen to counsel. You know what I'm saying? For them to say, hey, listen, I know you like her, but, you know, she's not fully healed yet. She's dealing with certain issues. You know, maybe now's not a good time. Or they'd be like, hey, listen, okay, but, you know, are you on point? Do you have everything on point? What it needs to be a husband, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? If not, then, you know, here's some areas I think you need to fix before you try to, you know, approach your sister, you know, to be a husband. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, brothers don't do that. Oh, I'm gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they go about do their own shit. They do their own thing. Shit goes left. You know what I'm saying? And it blows up in the face, and it gives all of us a bad look. You know? But if brothers were to do things the right way, it could alleviate a lot of the dramas and the disasters you see in the Israelite community. I'm just saying. And for brothers, listen. You can't treat these sisters like harlots. Yeah, I'm gonna smash this one. I'm gonna smash this one. I'm gonna smash this one. Nah, bro. Tripping. You are tripping. You know what I'm saying? And again, you can't pick a sister for the wrong reason. Matter of fact, let me get that. Sirach 8. Slock it. Oh boy. Okay. Wait. What did I do? Okay. All right. Hold up. Wait. Let me make sure. Wait. Oh, I mean, it's not the script that I wanted, but it does work. It does work. Sirach chapter 8. And let's do it. Verse 9. It was the scripture I wanted, but hey, listen. Matter of fact, 8 and 8. Despite not the discord of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them ye shall learn instruction and how to serve great men with ease. Verse 9, miss not the discourse of the elders, for they are also learned of their fathers, and of them they shall learn understanding and give answer as need requireth. So yeah, listen, for brothers, listen, you should not despise, getting counsels from the elders, from leadership. Like, hey, listen, as far as, especially with in the area as serious as relationships and marriage. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the brothers that might have been there before. Heard from Monday's class, Palaya and his wife been together for over 30 years. Yeah, if I need an issue with marriage, of course I'm gonna talk to that brother on what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? If I'm looking for you know what I'm saying, if I'm looking for advice from brothers on how to be a better man, for the most High willing, for the if I should ever get married again in the future, I should need to talk to brothers like Palaya. You know what I'm saying? For brothers who've been with their wives for an extended period of time. You know what I'm saying? As with, same with the other brothers, and same with you sisters. You know what I'm saying? You come to this truth, you can't move reckless. You can't move reckless like you know what I'm saying? You can't move how you want. And a lot of you ladies, listen, y'all need to seek out the older mothers of the church to learn how to be a better wife. Because to keep it real, none of us have it all figured out. We're all learning as we go. We are all learning as we go. You know what I'm saying? So let me read that again. Sirach 8:8. Despite not the course of the wise, but acquaint thyself with thy proverbs. For of them ye shall learn instruction and how to serve great men with ease. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learn of their the fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding and give an answer as needed required. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you got to move. And for you brothers, let's jump over to Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 7 and 7 and verse 20. 7 verse 20. No, it works. Ecclesiasticus 7 and 26. As a wife, hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but get not thyself over to a light woman. You know what I'm saying? You can't give yourself over to a light woman. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, brothers get themselves over to women that pretty much have nothing to bring to the table but cheeks. You know what I'm saying? And listen, cheeks, listen, as much ladies, as much as men love cheeks is not the answer to everything. Let's understand that. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, we all love cheeks. We all love getting cheeks. We all love clapping cheeks. Cheeks is not the answer to everything. Let's get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? But let's jump to another scripture, Sirach 6 and verse 7. And this goes to the courting process. If thou wouldst get it for friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is where the courting period matters. It matters. This is where taking time to get to know each other, that matters, man. You know what I'm saying? For you ladies and for you brothers, you should not be in such a rush to hunch. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all will get there eventually. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be patient. You just have to be patient. Just, because once y'all go there, the deed is done and y'all stuck. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, folks, might be going with sex for a while and, be extra starving and And next thing you know, they hunching, you know what I'm saying, without getting a chance to fully know each other. And then later on down the line, you know what I'm saying, they find out they're not compatible with each other, which is a complete abomination. That's off as hell. That's off as hell. And it's time as us as the Israelite community, we got to repent from that shit. Let's stop doing that. Please stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Please stop doing that. So you get back to the scriptures. Sirach 6 and 7. When if thou was get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is not a friend of his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of trouble. For there is a friend that is turning into enmity, and there is a friend who turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let me stop right there. Let me play a couple quick videos just to show how you shouldn't move. You know what I'm saying? Just to show how you shouldn't move as far as like dating and relationships. Let me play. Okay, let me play this one. Let me see. Wait till it comes up real quick. All right. Let me share it. If you guys still here, put one in the chat. Salaki, the class is running a little long. We almost there. We almost at the end. Just want to play this last thing. Just a couple clips real quick. Again, point number 3: you cannot move as reckless as you did as you were in the world. The scripture should be a guide of how you should conduct yourself in the marriage, and not just a marriage for courting as well. You know what I'm saying? Again, you can't come to this faith and just be trauma hunching. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're giving a woman, y'all should be focusing as one unit, as husband and wife. Okay, now let me. Okay, this is something I saw that disturbed me this week. I saw it earlier this week, and it disturbed me. What's going on? This content creator is commenting on a situation where this sister get with this, this damn Pookie, this damn nug, and it's a prime example of trauma hunching, or hunching for the sake of hunching, not fully proving each other. You know what I'm saying? And listen, it's real egregious, and this disclaimer is real egregious, and it's gonna piss you off. And let me also say this for this clip, and also for the clip with the Jeffersons: fair use. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
No, you forcing me to do this shit. I told your ass. No, you forcing me to do this shit. I told you I ain't want to have no fucking baby, bro.
I'm tired of you walking out the door when you want to, coming back when you want to, but still.
You already know what the fuck is going on from the jump, though. From the jump. What are you talking about?
I'm tired of me.
Now you gotta deal with this shit. I'm not helping nobody.
Now, girl, why you let yourself get pregnant and that man said he ain't want no baby? And then, sir, why your ass ain't put no Jimmy hat on if you knew you didn't want no baby?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on in here is that this sister, the mother that is wearing the bonnet hat sitting down with the baby, she's crying, and she then the father of her child, I guess her boyfriend or whatever, she let him know, hey, I need help with the baby. It's starting to become too much. And that damn clown, the complete, I'm gonna call it straight, a piece of shit, is telling her that he didn't want kids in the first place. Why do you gonna have that baby for? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, that man's a piece of shit, man. And the Lord gonna deal with him. Let's continue.
And girl, why are you allowing this man to go in and out your house? That is not a revolving door. It's either in or out.
You want to help me when I said I ain't want no motherfucking baby? You still went Went your goof ass and had the baby.
Because you don't own my body.
The
You
fuck?
can't tell me what to do with my body.
Like I said, I wasn't ready to be no.
And see, that's the thing. He wants her to kill his own seed. And she tell him, hey, you can't tell me what to do with her own body because, you know, more than likely she doesn't believe in abortion. She doesn't believe in deleting her own child. So in this case, she's more righteous than he is.
Motherfucker father, not even to do this shit on your own. Fuck you talking about? Don't ask me for shit. None of the guys.
And you see that? This like a bitch ass nigga. Talk about don't ask him for shit. The Most High gonna destroy that bitch ass nigga.
Nothing to do with no motherfucking baby. Just like that.
Well, you know what? He was honest and upfront. Girl, you should have had your plan B sitting on the counter, okay? But anyways, you can't force nobody to do something they don't want to do. So the only thing you can do is go file child support. He probably gonna sign over his rights because he want absolutely nothing to do with y'all. But why is he in your house?
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck, I don't.
And not even that. Well, why is that nigga even in your life? Why is he in your life? You know what I'm saying? Why is he in your life? That piece of shit let you know that he didn't want kids in the first place. Why is he in your life? If he didn't want no children and you wanted children, why is he in your life? You should have cut that nigga off and went on. First of all, you should never hunch that dude in the first place. You should have cut that nigga off and kept it pushing. Why is that nigga in your life? Let's continue.
Fuck you
You
talking
didn't
about?
want a child. You
Keep
wouldn't have
crying.
laid in the bed.
Keep crying. Keep crying.
You would not have laid in the bed.
Oh
You
well,
didn't
but I
want a
told you.
child.
So this what the fuck you signed up for. Now deal with it. Deal with it.
Make up
Ain't
your
You hear this clown? Listen, man. Listen. Man, listen. If Israel was in power, a nigga like that, we'll just take him out back and listen, he'll get dealt with. And when the mother asks when the mother asks us what happened to him, we'll say, hey, listen, he's now in the spirit world. Because niggas like that don't deserve to live. That's my stance, and I'm standing on it. Niggas like that do not deserve to live.
own shit and just go with it day by day, and that shit start getting irritating as fuck.
I don't give
We
a
here
fuck
when
what
you
you
wanna be
talking
here.
about
You
or
know
how
when
you
you wanna
feeling.
help.
I ain't gonna
Like,
lie.
you
I
have to
don't
be
give a fuck.
100% or just
Blah.
Y'all gotta stop thinking a baby is gonna make a man be with y'all. Girl, that is not gonna make nobody be with you just because you carried they seed. You got so many men out here, a lot of women carrying them seeds, and they ain't with none of them. You know what I'm saying? So stop having kids to feel like that man is gonna be with you. And when somebody's having sex with you and they telling you all these good bullshit nothings in your ear, girl, stop believing that shit. Everybody.
And see, that's the thing. It would never be that way if you get to know each other. Prove them first. Stop hunching because you horny. Prove them first. Know where their head is at. Know where their heart is at. Know where their spirit is at. Before you ever give them cheeks. I hope you ladies are understanding this. Because sad to say, there's a bitch ass nigga like this dude is also in the truth. Sad to say it.
Say everything when they doing that thing. Okay? Because they just in the moment. So don't believe none of that shit. Believe everything when somebody is in their right mind and they telling you stuff, or believe them when they saying little shit on the side. Y'all better stop trying to make some shit happen that ain't there.
You know your macaroni got to be good.
Hold on. Let me. Okay. I don't know what the hell was that supposed to be. Okay. All right. Slack about that. Yeah. Other things started playing. But yeah, I hope you guys understand that. And I know this was triggering for a lot of you guys. Yeah, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that, you know, that we deal with in our community as Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lesson for you ladies. But for you brothers, I got a lesson for you guys too. And it's but it's more so of a comedy skit, you know what I'm saying, to let you know of why you shouldn't give yourself over to a light woman, because you're gonna need a woman that's gonna be with you through thick and thin, and be able to hold you down, to help you, to be able to encourage you. You know what I'm saying? To have a nurturing spirit where if you might going through stuff, she's there to speak life over you, to speak life into you. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you just picking a chick because she looked good, because she got
Hey.
you know what I'm saying, I got titties and ass, you know what I'm saying? You want to be, super starving like Marvin because, you ain't had buns in like 4 or 5 years and you're a single brother.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up and pick the wrong rib. And what's going to end up happening is that you're going to get a rib that pretty much can't help you with anything. Now, I'm going to play this last clip and we'll close the show. All right, now, this is a clip. This is a skit of a husband and a wife. They're playing around, so please don't take it literally. Please don't take it as they're being for real. It's a skit. Please understand that. But you know what I'm saying. And the caption says, "Point of view: when she can't offer nothing but coochie."
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of vulgar, so bear with me. Please forgive me. All right, here we go.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, babe.
Thank you.
Now, I had to get you something for your birthday, right?
You did? What did you get me?
This pussy.
Oh my God, stop playing for real. What did you get me?
I'm not. This pussy.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, you really got me a flat screen TV?
I did.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Now, I got a gift for you. You just gotta unwrap it.
You do?
Yeah, this pussy. That's what you gotta unwrap.
But it's the Lord's Day.
Come on, wrap it. Babe. Hey, babe. I got a gift for you, babe. I got something for you.
No, not right now, babe. I don't feel like it.
Come on. Didn't you say you want that new 2K? Didn't you say that? Because I swore you said that.
Stop playing.
You said you wanted that, right? That new 2K.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. It's this pussy.
Get out. Get out.
Babe.
No, because now you're playing too much.
No, babe, I was just
playing
trying
too much. Get out. For real.
Babe,
Get out, bro.
Oh my God, it's gonna be okay, babe. Oh my, where did you get shot?
Like right in my rib.
Oh my God. Babe, it's gonna be okay. I got something for you.
You got bandages?
No, this pussy. I got this pussy, babe. That's all I can. That's all I can provide for you. That's what I got. I got this pussy. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah. That's that's. I know it's kind of vulgar, but yeah. Listen, that's a perfect example of the traps that brothers can fall into if they don't if they don't prove the woman that they're dealing with, and they just get with her because she got that
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? She got the goods. She look good. You know what I'm saying? That she got fat ass though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get with the wrong woman and you mess around and you get stuck with a woman like this. The only thing she can offer you is is cheeks. You know what I'm saying? That's all she can offer you. Yeah, whoever the hell that was, yeah, they got banned. Get them out of here. But yeah, listen. Yeah, that's one of the pitfalls that brothers get themselves into. You know what I'm saying? You jump the gun and lay with a sister without taking the time to get to know her, and next thing you know, you stuck with a woman that all she go off for you is cheeks. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, again, ladies, as much as brothers love cheeks, listen, you know what I'm saying? It's not a panacea for everything that we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? If God forbid we get laid off from the job, you know what I'm saying? Cheeks it's not gonna it's not gonna cure it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, sure, it might get us through the night, but you know what I'm saying? The next day when we get up and we unemployed and we trying to figure out how we gonna pay these bills and pay this rent, yeah, cheeks is not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? If uh um we have a friend or a loved one that might have passed, the most I might call their spirit back to the spirit world. Cheeks is not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you could console us and stuff like that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But Cheeks is not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I know it's funny and it's hilarious and stuff like that, but it's like, it's a skit to show that brother what can happen when brothers get with a sister and he hasn't proved her. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you stuck with a woman that all she could offer you is her body. You know what I'm saying? Not encouraging words, speak life into you, when you're down and when you're going through it. A sister that can hold you down and look out for you, take care of you, make sure you're good. No, someone that can just offer you, some cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I know it's funny, it's hilarious, but yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Tara said she probably thought she could change her mind. Yeah. And that's the thing. A lot of sisters get with, wicked dudes, thinking, if I have his baby, he's going to change his mind. Nah. Dude, you gotta get with a dude going in that's like, hey, listen, if she gets pregnant, I'm here to raise my child, regardless. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. You know what I'm saying? That you ladies, you gotta get with a man with that mindset. And, like first of all, if she get pregnant, we gonna be a family. Period. Let's get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? You the mama, I'm the pappy. We gonna make this work somehow and take care of this children. Yeah, take care of this child. You know what I'm saying? Let's read the comments. God, yeah, I'm glad you got the sound the sound effects, which is needed, which is needed. And Michael said, yeah, like Eli's sons, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's another situation. Maybe I might do a part 3 somewhere in the future. You know what I'm saying? With Eli's sons and the prophet Samuel. Samuel was a child growing up and watching Eli's sons being wicked as hell. Was he moved to follow after them? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? He following the ways of the Lord. Whatever the Lord want him to do, he followed it to the T. And that's how every Israelite got to move. He said, please tell us that, yeah, he falls out of the truth. Just know that this is the truth. Don't ever leave the truth. Yeah. Yeah. And you got to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And more Israelite leaders have to start pushing that towards their congregation or people who may not be in their congregation that follows them. Yahshua, yeah, unshakable and waving faith. Yeah, Pookie, Nug, yeah. yeah, it's Sharkeisha, Monkey, yeah. But that's the placeholder names for Jake and Eve in the world. You know what I'm saying? Unrepentant Jake and Eve. Is an idiot. Yeah. Listen, man. Us, man, we like take old biddies. You know what I'm saying? But like, listen, it should not be it should not be your main choice of what you find in the rib. You know what I'm saying? If you do, you might have run into problems because listen, there's a lot of sisters I know with tickle bitties and there's a lot of wicked sisters I know that have yams. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let me just read the last scripture and we'll close the show. The water, everyone, for being here. 2.5 hours in. Hope you guys was edified. Let me just read the last scripture, close the show. All right, number 6, and we do verse 24. It said number 6 and 24. Verse 22. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lifted up his countenance unto thee and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. So that's just it. Hope you guys are edified. The water for staying on this long. It's a kind of bit of a lengthy show. Hope you guys are edified. If you miss anything, please go over the stream will still be up, so you could go over and rewatch it again as much as you needed. Most are blessed. This should be the end for as far as the enduring part. The marriage part and the marriage and the courting part, there will be a continuation on that part. So that's to be continued. But I hope you guys are edified. And most I will, we will have more candid talks for the Israelite community. That series is very much needed. So that's it. Tomorrow is I think Brother Mike Allah from LOI Colorado. Thursday is Elder Zaab and Zakaria, and Fridays Mayaka Allah and the Bach in LOI Detroit. All right, so that's just it, guys. Hope you guys are edified. Giving all praise to the Most High, Bahashem Mashak Yahushai, Most High willing, till we meet again. Shalom.